Of the more than 160,000 Allied soldiers who took part in D-Day, estimates are there are as few as 1,000 left alive, and we lose dozens more every day.
Which is why on this 80th anniversary of the battle's beginning, Bob Buckley sat down with Jim Deal, who turns 102 later this year, to see what it was like to be part of the largest military invasion in history.
Fate seems determined to throw more history at some people than others.
Yep.
And Jim Deal was hit with his share.
You've told this story a few times, haven't you?
Yes, sir, I have.
Jim was the youngest of 12 children growing up on a farm in Rowan County when he dropped out of school in the 8th grade and eventually got a job at the old Irwin Cotton Mill in Coolomie. But the Army found him and sent him off to Washington State, where the sergeant took one look at all the Southern farm boys sent his way and...
He said, look what they sent us to make soldiers out of.
But after a year of training in the Pacific Northwest, Jim found himself in England, listening to General Eisenhower tell the D-Day invasion force what awaited them.
You are about to embark upon the great crusade toward which we have striven these many months.
He told us just about like it was going to be. You do whatever you have to do to stay alive ahead of the one you're trying to get rid of.
On June 6, 1944, Jim and the rest of his tank battalion stood on England's south coast, waiting for the first wave of soldiers to secure the beaches.
We stood outside there and watched our B-17 planes come across us, almost black in the sky. And gosh, I couldn't imagine us having that many planes at that time. But we could almost watch the bombs come out of the bottom of them things over where they were dropping them.
A few days later, Jim's battalion crossed the channel and joined up with the soldiers making their way inland. And by July 7th, they knew they were in a war when they arrived in the small French crossroads town of St. Lo.
That was our first engagement with the Germans. And they had told us what to expect. They said Germany had some of their best troops are waiting on us, and they did. And when we got through that, we wondered right then whether we would ever get back home.
Eventually, hard-earned victory was won, but Jim says there is little glory in war.
No, you don't know what you're talking about whenever you say, I want to go up there and where I can shoot at the Germans. No, you don't. If you was in your right mind, knows what you're talking about, you wouldn't say that.
How often do you think back to those days of fighting?
When we all come home, I forgot about the war. I did. I just almost completely forgot about it.
He met Polly, got married and raised a family of his own, but never forgot about his extended family in the military, and has attended dozens of D-Day reunions over the years, including the 75th in 2019.
You are among the very greatest Americans who will ever live.
When in his special green cap, he got to be right behind President Trump at the ceremony.
And do you remember what went through your mind when you went back there?
They took us right down almost to the water. Everything was cleaned up and down the beach there. I don't know, it didn't seem right. I was expecting, it to be a bunch of old tore up, all kind of stuff there, all down to the water.
A lot different than when you were there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
His service has made him something of a celebrity, getting shout-outs from Fox News anchor Martha McCallum.
A special hello to a gentleman that I met in Normandy. Jim Deal is a 96-year-old Army veteran.
And that service was, in the end, the greatest education he could receive.
Oh, gosh, it learned me.
Bob Buckley.
I actually didn't know what an education was till I was in the Army.
Fox 8 News.
What an amazing story he has. Jim still lives by himself near Salisbury. He lost his wife of nearly 70 years about 10 years ago.